All right, let's pick up where we left off with this Halle Bailey and DDG. This is part two. A side note, what is interesting, I'm noticing on a lot of the psychic tarot channels is a lot of readers getting interrupted midway and then having to, do basically what I am doing. I see a pattern on a lot of these psychic channels, and so it's looking very purposeful. Okay, a very purposeful disruptions, and I would love to see the numbers on whose live readings are interrupted and distorted compared to other content creators in the same field, because the pattern is very, very noticeable. I wouldn't be surprised if there was some type of major class action lawsuit that crippled YouTube in the future. Just saying, because it's giving what it's giving. All right. That being said, moving on. We have spreading rumors, okay, about you. So again, this is all right, mirroring the first reading that I did. So don't be surprised, all right, if all of these weird things get leaked about Halle. All right, here again, he's said it in his song. I'll say this, I'll say that. And yeah, they just brought to mind Ruby Rose. She experienced some of the same patterns of toxic behavior allegedly. Apparently, DG, and when she said that she was going to go public, he basically said, "Don't do it. I will. You don't want to do that. I will tell people X, Y, and Z. You don't want it with me. All right." So it looks like he has a history and pattern. All right, of threatening those who were going to expose him for his out of pocket behavior. We have hating on your body image and exercise routine. Um, there could be something coming out in the future. I see some type of Hallie may do an interview, okay, here, or speak some way, or maybe she puts this in her music, or right here. Um, it kind of reminds me. I don't know which song in particular, okay, but you know how a lot of R&B singers, they'll say, "Oh, you made me insecure. You made me, I couldn't look at myself in the mirror, and you had all these other girls, and here I was comparing myself to them, X, Y, and Z." I wouldn't be surprised if something comes out, either an interview or a song talking about how allegedly, apparently, he made her feel insecure, okay, and was constantly using this triangulation type of energy when it came to her, right? It says you cut them off and they're still watching. All right. Look at that. Look at that saw type of energy. This is creepy. All right. This is creepy. Anybody who has seen that Saw movie, and the fact that this picture is a black man, all right, you cut them off and they're still watching. And this one is clarifying this card right here. All right. Get security. Now, I don't know if he knows anything about hacking, or he knows somebody that can maybe hack into something. All right. But again, super, super protection, super, super security is needed. All right, because it's giving becoming obsessed after the fact, after they have broken up, and this turning into an obsession. And the baby is beautiful, but unfortunately, now you have 18 years of dealing with this clown. Okay. Here, all right, give me one more energy he's sending towards her. Unexplained body welts or bruises or scratches. Now, you know what's the interesting about this? You see the rainbow under his eye? Okay. I listen. I have a theory that a lot of these men that abuse women is because they hate themselves, and they are, secretly, these feelings of self-hate, okay, that they take out on women, is their own self-hatred about these secrets, these double, maybe even allegedly, apparently alternative lifestyles that they're secretly hiding, okay. Here, it, it's a pattern, it's a real thing, unfortunately, even if the woman is aware or unaware, but that is very much clarifying, okay. um the alleged domestic abuse, unexplained body welts or bruises. Okay. And some are even saying, like, hey, she did this too. She did that. She hit him too. Relationships get toxic. Okay. Um, and you're not abusive until you come into contact with an abuser. You could be the kindest, sweetest person in the world. I've been in a domestic violence relationship. I'm definitely not a fighter. I'm a lover, but when you have somebody taunting and provoking you and fight back. Okay. I'm in a situation right now where somebody keeps poking you because they want to fight. I'm not going to fight you. You're a man. Okay. I'm a woman. All right. I'm not sure. I'm not. It's not an even match, okay? But some men, that's what they need to feel manly, okay? They won't take that energy to another man because they'll get embarrassed. They'll get beat up. They might even get murked. All right. So they want to bring that energy to divine feminine to, prove that, baby, I'm not finna do that. So go ahead and knock yourself out. Hopefully I survive it. If I don't, oh well. All right. But I'm not finna, because I'm not a man. All right. The score is not even here. All right. But those are the type of dynamics that you get into when you're dealing with an abusive, narcissistic person. Overall energy, trickster spirit. Look at how spooky that is, right? Sudden loss of memories, things end up missing. Okay. It's very much giving that there's something about the house where she lives in, okay, or where she lives at, okay. Um, and I'm getting like that movie with the gaslighting where stuff was coming up missing around her house, and she's like, "What's going on?" Or things are moved, or things are weird. Sometimes you come in your house and you be like, "Who been here?" Or did you come home early, or something like that? Baby, I ain't gonna hold you, but it is definitely giving you need to relocate. Okay, relocate is giving structured, you know, pass the baby off through the auntie, the grandma, or something like that. We don't need to see each other. You don't need to know where I stay. This is really, really creepy. Okay, very, very creepy energy. All right. Yeah. Nine of Swords. He's trying to stress her out. And he's going to use the internet to do this. Okay. Allegedly, apparently, with this Nine of Swords energy. All right. And there's nothing creepier, again, than being on the internet and somebody looking at you or looking at your pictures like, oh, I wish this and that what happened to you. And like she said, weaponizing this Nine of Swords is him weaponizing his fans, okay, into a frenzy to come and attack her. So imagine, you're trying to do business, you're trying to promote a new movie, and then you have all these weirdo fans, saying all this weirdo stuff. Let him see the baby, you witch, you did it. Like, okay, messing up the bag, the good bag, okay, here. So it looks like definitely there is some planning and strategy behind this. Again, he has vocally said this out loud that this is what he would and will do. Should things, okay, get weird, okay, here, and then playing innocent, playing coy, okay, when you call them or somebody holds them accountable. What do you mean? What are you saying? Oh, I love her. We're locked in for life. We're this, again, the gaslighting energy with this Page of Cups, emotionally manipulative, okay? Twisting energy, twisting words, okay? Using word witchery to, again, incite, okay, this kind of uh, um, gang stalking type of behavior. All right, spreading rumors. Yeah, Ten of Wands, trying to end things. Now, why would you do that when she's the one? Okay, because her bag makes him feel insecure. All right, allegedly, apparently. So on this spreading rumor, saying things that would get her fired. Okay, trying to ruin her contracts, trying to ruin her sponsorships. All right, which good luck. All right, she survived Little Mermaid, and and that because that was a lot, and he didn't help. He was there, egging on and doing his best and doing his damnedest. He's gonna try and play that same card again. The best thing you could do Now, some people it don't matter. If you're just rotten, okay, here and you already been hating from the get-go, you already don't like somebody from the get-go, somebody can say anything and they're just gonna run with that, all right? But luckily she has a pretty good reputation, pretty good standing, all right, with businesses. Again, she booked and busy, got another movie, got XY. So I really, as long as she keeps her nose clean, which she really has, only time she speaks out is some clownery or buffoonery he has done with the baby. She has a right to protect her baby. I feel like she'll be okay, but that's still the tactics that he's going to deploy is to try and diminish her in the public eye. What is this hating on your body and exercise? Okay. Ace of Pentacles, Eight of Cups, and the emperor, okay, trying to make her feel insecure so she doesn't pop out. She's still gonna pop out. Okay, she's still gonna pop out. All right. Here I wouldn't do it without security. All right, here, but again, making her feel, you see how this is a peg. Okay, here, oh, you got to be in shape to make this kind of money. Oh, so and so out there looking good. You got to have this and that. You can't be looking all whatever, 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 uh, playing on her insecurities, hoping that she locks herself away in the room and never comes out. Yeah, she gonna lock herself away, all right, from him. But this is apparently allegedly his next plan to with his mind, basically feeding himself by humiliating her. Okay. Boy, don't we know that. Okay. Men love to do that, all right? I feed myself by humiliating you, all right? Well, hopefully, okay, just saying, okay? But that's how he plans to eat, okay, here by making fun of her, allegedly, apparently. What does this cut them off and they're still watching, all right, here with this other watching energy, all right, and protection. She might need to get one of them, she might need to get a clapper. I don't know. It is okay. You would hope that it's not, but this end is very scary. Okay, I'm not even gonna hold you. Five of Wands, and this is physical energy. Okay, you cut them off when they're still watching. You need extra protection. All right, that I'm clarifying this to Five of Wands is physical. Okay, and it escalated to physical. If to slam somebody's head into a steering wheel. Okay, with the baby there, doesn't seem like, there are any real boundaries to what he wouldn't do, all right? So, it's give me listen, somebody 'cause security need to have a conceal and carry. I'm just saying, somebody slam you, okay? I see why she asked for full custody, all right? Here, bottom of the deck, we do have the Hierophant, we have the Sun, okay? We have the King of Cups. All right, and the 3 of Wands. So he may definitely in the future, "Oh, I went to rehab. I went to therapy. I'm all better now. I want my family back. I'm in a really good space. I love you so much." Okay? When her guard is down, he's gonna let time pass. He's gonna wait till her guard is down. She's chilling, and he's gonna come back, allegedly, apparently, with this Hierophant energy saying, "I'm healed. Like, can we go to counseling? Can we talk about it? Can we put our family back together? I miss the good times that we used to have. It's summer, it's whatever, it's been a year, whatever, whatever. If she's out with her friends, letting some time pass and then commenting on her picture. Look at my baby mama. Doesn't she look amazing? Blah, 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 blah. I miss you. I love you so much. King of Cups, come back. All right. Waiting till her defenses are down. Okay, working with other people. Okay, here, she should watch out for people on her team. Three of Pentacles with this Chariot leaking information about where she is, what she's going, where she's going. Ten of Cups, family members. Okay, that may be taking his side, if he's still communicating with family members, if he's still communicating with members of her team, all right? That is something that she needs to be aware of, and she needs to clock, check, or fire accordingly, block accordingly now. All right? Because this is showing me that that's a vulnerable space, all right? Him connecting with team members, all right, about her location, where she's going to be at. It kind of brings to mind when Cardi and Offset broke up and she was going to divorce, and he showed up to the concert and interrupted her concert, and and all of that, violating boundaries, all right? 10 of cups, all right, needs to watch out for that. Okay, you see how that fell down again with the pretending like it's all good, it's all family, I've healed. Can we start over again? Can we be a family again? All right, and then as soon as she takes the bait, Nine of Wands, he's right back filing charges, right back in jail. Because the next time it's giving jail. All right. This looks like charges. This looks like, okay, here in the jail, inmate number, okay. Should she fall, that he has changed with this hangman energy. All right, he's going to try and get in her head with some word witchery, emotionally manipulate her. And again, people only do that so they can get close enough to hurt you again. All right, here. So, yeah, okay. Um, let's wrap this up. It's unfortunate. Never give okay, every time. Every time. Never, ever give a corny nigga a chance. And sometimes it's hard to see, but there are hallmarkers. Okay, some of them can fool you real good. All right, they can. All right, and some of them, again, they be having that communication down, and you be like, well, maybe I didn't hear what I heard, didn't see what I saw, didn't like. But baby, after that third time, it is what it is. All right, here. What's the advice, future advice for Hallie going forward? All right, here in these bad choices deck, what she needs to look out for. Have you secretly thought you would make a really good gangster? Again, there is an escalation energy here that is calling intuitively for me. Baby Mace, personal, conceal and carry, extra security in the front, the back, the left, the right. Everybody packing in case we need to get to clapping. All right. You will say, well, it probably ain't that, baby. You don't know. Okay. It's giving obsession. Okay. Here. And somebody needs to prove a point. And when you have a man that will go out of his way to, embarrass and humiliate, and it's again that head on the steering wheel, that tells me all I need to know. Okay. Here. Um, having more than 5 one-night stands. So spreading rumors about intimate relationships, whether they are true or not, saying that she's a hoe, saying I heard she this and this and this and this, and maybe even personal intimate relations. Oh, she's not this, she's that, she's that, she's that. All right, here insinuating that she gets around town. Whether she do and she don't matter. She still got more bank than you. Okay, but yes, and also triangulation with having being seen around town with different women. Okay. We can definitely expect that. He did that when they broke up. All right. So more of that. All right. There's some energy about a one night stand. So again, time passed is not an apology. All right. So a lot of times women get caught up is because you'll have this big fight and this big blowout. Time will pass, and then hey, how you doing? Yeah, I know they'll play nice, they'll play good, they'll be on their best behavior. Your guards are down. Listen, can we meet? All right, it's been 6 months. Ain't nothing gonna happen. It's okay. We good. You're in a good place. I'm happy for you. I'm with so and so, I'm pretty the baby will love me and you to get back. Let's get as a family for the baby. All right, here. And y'all get back and can I come in for a minute? Can I have a drink of water? Okay, here. And then he turned on the TV. Oh, this I remember when we used to watch this. You want to watch one episode? Okay, here. And try to get back in your drawers. Okay, cause sex. All right, is that bond? Is that hook? Right? Clocking anybody that she may date or be interested in, stalking them. Okay, here. And I don't know why I keep getting offset. You know how he's popping up with all these pictures of different women and all of that. Driven more than 3 hours to go on a date with someone. It's giving stalking. It's giving heavy stalking. It's giving following. But one thing, okay, the only thing you can have solace in is, with the streamers, they pretty much be at their crib. So that, maybe that's a good thing. I don't know what hours he do or he don't stream it, but it's still giving stalking, heavy stalking, popping up. Okay. A lot of pop up type of energy. Okay. Here, closing this out. Other things she needs to watch out for. All right. Questioning, harassing, berating. Okay. And again, I'm getting detail or hiring someone to detail her, to follow her, to check her movements, to clock her movements. All right. Paying someone to do this. And we had that gangster energy before. We also have you sold drugs to someone? So again, now that he is not allowed to stream the baby, because the baby did bring in a lot of income, all right, here, and bad publicity, bad press. I can imagine him leaking some things, and I can imagine her leaking some more receipts. All of that is bad for business, all right. So once things get bad for business, and again, few people that can call and make a few things happen. All right, here, he might end up doing something strange for some change if it get tight over there. Okay. Here is what this is looking like. All right, overindulgence, give a little bit of crash out. Wouldn't be surprised if there's a little bit of crash out, okay, energy. Have you ever been in an open relationship? Again, relationship secrets, him exposing relationship secrets, or he could turn into, Neo was married and then he got out of his relationship. Now he got like four bitches, okay? And we know the intel that has been going around about Neo. So ain't nobody like, girl, you can have 20, okay? We still see what we see, okay? Or whatever. So there may even be a little bit of that to try and get her jealous, all right? Here, for $100, would you tell a child that Santa isn't real? So she has to, there are strong concerns as the baby gets older, the triangulation, especially when you're dealing with a narcissist, when the baby is alone with the narcissist, when the young children are alone with the narcissist, and them trying to turn the child against the mother or against the parent, okay? Here by saying negative things, creating negative emotions, all right? So then now all of a sudden your child is terrorizing you because this narcissist is saying and making them do God knows what. So that's another thing that she has to look out for, which may be why she is calling for the strictest of visitation to limit that possibility. Okay, here, because there's nothing lower than someone that will use a child or try to use your child against you. I've been a witness to that. I'm a witness to that firsthand. Those type of people definitely need to burn in hell. All right. Here, would you date someone who made half as much money as you do? All of this, the core of this is insecurity, and who she is and who he is not is driving this hatred, driving this envy. And it's like, again, if I can't be with you, then I'm gonna destroy you type beat, allegedly and apparently. All right, here. So yeah, security, relocation, and more security, and tighten up everything. Okay. The team, the family have a conversation. All right, here. keep it close and again tighten everything up. All right, because this definitely we got that's his daddy, so 18 years plus and beyond, baby, and he and y'all young, so it can get real ugly. So best to take extra restraining order is good, but you're gonna need to go a little bit above and beyond because I see this getting real out of hand because somebody is petty. All right, here and they've already shown a dangerous side. Okay, um, was there a denial? Did he deny, "I did not do that"? Did he ever say, "I did not"? Okay, so that, better to be careful now. All right. Prayers and protection around Halle Bailey and the baby. All right. From here and beyond, and all women, present company included. All right. In these situations with the violent men, honestly, okay, that take their insecurities and problems and everything, trauma out on the women who love or could have loved them had they been given an adequate opportunity. All right. An unhealed man is a dangerous man.